This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Check this thing out. This is a Vesa Arm. I'm not sure if you've seen these before. I have one rocking this thing. My monitor. And by the way, this isn't part of what this whole video is about. I just thought this was kind of cool. I remember a long time ago, before this Digitakt even existed, I was at a synth event and they mentioned how at the Elektron booth, they mentioned how they built the Vesa Arm standard, I guess you can call it, into the back of their machine. So I kind of want to see if this would work or even feel good or proper to use. Maybe it'll free up some space and allow me to, I don't know, use this thing a bit more. And this goes for all of their machines, the rhythm and all the analogs. Oh, wait. I forgot that they have the model series. I don't think it works on that. Anyway, this video comes from my friend who borrowed my Digitakt at some point. Oh, I did this terribly. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's watch me fail on camera. Comes from my friend who borrowed the Digitakt from me, and the entire time he didn't use Overbridge. And I was almost like, bro, what are you doing? Like, that's kind of why you buy this thing. It's so good. Overbridge is incredible. And I think it was kind of like a lack of, he's never used an Elektron product before, so I get the whole Elektron workflow. And don't worry, I have the torque set to like nothing, so it's not gonna bust anything. I think you're just new to the Elektron workflow, might have been confused. So in this video, I want to talk about why Overbridge is so powerful, how I have mine set up, especially with the Digitakt. And right now it's set up for the rhythm, so this is going to be great. I can do it from scratch, and also just how to do it. Yeah, let me finish this up and then we'll head to the desk. Yo, this is tight. Oh man. I feel like this is like making beats in a Tesla factory or something. oh God, oh God. Issue numero uno. It doesn't work on Big Sur. I completely forgot that Overbridge doesn't work. So my Mac Mini ain't gonna do. I'm gonna have to grab my other laptop, which starts to take off to the moon as soon as you do anything. And yes, it's a MacBook Pro, so let me go grab that. So with this arm, I noticed that the padding ain't too good here. The padding on that arm is really good. I'm afraid this one's going to scratch my desk, so I'm just going to use this little piece of somewhat sticky cardboard. Let's see. Why does this make me so nervous right now? Oh, this feels strange. No, this feels cool. Gotta talk myself into it, right? I hope. Okay. Hell yeah. So how do I... Okay, so then I can... Why is this not... Oh. There's like a... This might not work here because it's hitting a weird spot where it's not allowing itself to actually like fit flat and turn. Can I do it manually? Oh yeah. Ooh. Whoa. Yo, this is cool. Damn. I don't know why this feels so cyborg to me. Yes, let's make beats. Yo, this is kind of tight. Awesome. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, so, dear Lord. Yo, this is tight. And it's not even that bouncy. I was afraid it'd like be moving a lot. Yeah, this is cool. This is dope. Okay, let me get the power cables. All right. If you're not familiar with what Overbridge is, wow, I said that so slow. What Overbridge is just audio over USB, but it's way further than that because there are products out there. Let's see if I can get some power. that do have audio over USB, but it takes over your studio as an audio interface. So right now I have this Claret 8 Pre as my main audio interface. So if I were to get, I don't know, let's like this. I'm hearing it through my speakers and it's going through the audio interface. But on certain items, if you have audio over USB, it wants to be the main thing. And what's great about using Overbridge is it can work alongside your main thing. And by main thing, I mean your main audio interface. So check this. There's no audio cables, literally just the power cable. I'll take USB and plug this in. And then I'll go to, Ecosia is actually really dope if you're not familiar. Ecosia plants trees with every search you make. It's actually pretty cool. Let's see, Overbridge, Elektron. It's such a simple setup. I'm pretty sure it works exactly the same in Windows. But basically, because Overbridge allows you to send audio over USB, you can record each individual track independently and apply mixing and mastering and all that stuff later down the line. And what's even better there is I can send all these tracks independently, mix and master them later, or if I just have like a single pattern that sounds like a decent start of a song, I can just track in that pattern by itself, each individual part, and finish it up later down the line. All right, let me get this working. Okay, time to have a quick heart-to-heart. So I spent about maybe an hour and 45 minutes trying to get this to work on Catalina. Big Sur, out of the question. Catalina on their site says it works, but I couldn't get it to work for the life of me. Uninstalled everything, reinstalled everything, restarted my computer like a million times, tried multiple USB cables, multiple USB hubs, different power outlets, powered hubs, straight to the computer. Nothing worked. I could not get it to work on Catalina, even though it says on their site it works with Catalina. User error, most likely. So what I ended up having to do was go and grab my super old laptop, which is running, I think it's High Sierra or something about a mountain, and that finally worked. So to save you some time, let's just skip that all together, and yeah, good to see you. All right, let's get back to it. So while this does its thing, Overbridge is beyond powerful and is such a, like, there's very few, sorry I'm jumping all over the place, there are very few things in the music world that I think really push the envelope and give us a quick glimpse into what the future of music making is, because there's so many options. Like, look at everything I'm surrounded by right now, and this is just like a drop in the bucket of all the tools we have when it comes to making music. So basically what I'm trying to get at is what's next? You know, like, we have scale mode built in. Now we're getting chord mode built into things. We have arpeggiators built into things. There's so many cool things, but I mean, similar to like the last video I mentioned, DAWless is really cool and it's a really useful tool to stay inspired. But at the end of the day, when I want to really freak something out and make it kind of special, I usually end up going back to the DAW. And that's where using different things like, you know, an SP404 can get a bit limiting, because once I'm here, the pattern just lives on here and I just track it in and call it a day. But there are often times I wish that I could just take something. What? Oh, come on, bro. Okay, 1 second. Not have 2 consecutive or 3 sequential letters? Dude, this is going to be impossible. All right, let me just get to the point. Basically, Overbridge to me is a glimpse into the future of music making. The ability to take something that is hardware and easily integrate it into something that is software, because computers are an inevitability, especially in terms of their power and tech and just where things go. Like, things are getting smaller, faster, better, stronger. And I just think that the DAW is kind of here to stay for the most part. So yeah, I mean, when things like this show up, they're great, because other things do really good at this as well, like the MPC Live, the Live 2. I think the Force has good like Ableton integration. But Overbridge is really special to me, mainly just because of how well it works. Let's see, we have it all installed here. Elektron. Digitakt. Drag and drop. Boom. It shows up here. No device selected because of why. I literally have no idea what. This was working totally fine not long ago. And I will say this week has been extremely weird in that I ordered a printer, it arrived broken. My PC computer completely crashed, and then my camera video files just were not closing properly. It was like everything possible that was electronics based would fail. It almost made me not want to do a little video because I was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, with everything going down the way it's been going down, and this is clearly a perfect example of that, let me try one more thing. All right, so this is my super old, mid 2012, I want to say, MacBook Pro, the classic one with the good keyboard and all that stuff. Man, this thing has been through it with me. Oh, that's kind of tight. But you never know. This might be the one that fixes everything. I swear it worked on my other laptop. I really don't know what that is about, and I don't have the time to fix it right now. And then on top of that, this laptop here is pretty much on its last legs. It doesn't hold a charge anymore. Okay. Plugged in. Let's see if it'll turn on. Yes! Oh man, I was so worried. This thing like never wants to turn on. I hope it turns on. You see how dirty that screen is? Alright, while this boots up, let me give a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, Squarespace. If you're not familiar, Squarespace is way easier to use than Overbridge, apparently. Mainly because it's where I've been hosting my current website, where I sell synth merch, sample packs, some of my tracks and stuff like that. And Squarespace itself is such a great platform when you're trying to host a domain or host a website in general, because they have a ton of starter layouts and starter templates that you can use that look really good. And luckily for me, since I have no skill whatsoever when it comes to creating a website, all their starter templates look great and are super easy to tweak to your liking. You can change like different sizes of fonts, add different windows, widgets for previewing music you want to sell, a ton of different things. Another great feature about Squarespace is, oh man, am I going to remember this password? Yes! Oh gosh. All the secrets. Oh my, dude, why is everything in the world opening right now? Is this how my old laptop used to be? Okay, another feature I love about Squarespace is their integration with Instagram shopping. This means you can tag products inside posts and stories, and then the viewers will see a buy on website button, which will lead them directly to your site straight from their phone, where they can buy whatever it is, your song that you posted, maybe you post some merch or some t-shirts or something like that. It'll lead them straight there. And last but not least, another really good feature about Squarespace is the built-in SEO tools. And these are super powerful because when you have, let's say, a song or a shirt or artwork or whatever, it will actually allow you to change the metadata of that product's page to change when it is searched or advertised on like websites like Google or banner ads and stuff like that. It has all the tools built in to really help you maximize your profits, I guess, if you're trying to stay afloat. You know, I've tried it out recently and actually helped turn around a lot of sales when it came to t-shirts and hats like that. So whenever you're ready, head to squarespace.com for a free trial, or when you're ready to launch your website or domain, get 10% off by using the link squarespace.com/RickieTinez. All right, let's try and figure this thing out, please. Okay, audio engine is off. Let's go here. Oh, wow, this is working way better. Look at this. Digitakt's already popping up. That is exactly what I want to see. So cool. We do this, and I want to go here and just completely delete everything. And you can see I already have my Elektron Overbridge, or my little Elektron set. Oh, that's the ERM. Man, I miss this laptop. It's been a hot minute. So I'm going to open up a new MIDI track. I'm going to go over here to my plugins. We're going to go to custom, was it? Yeah, Elektron Digitakt. Boom. Drag this over. like how I opened up a MIDI track and then just completely missed. Let me make sure I got the Overbridge. The one thing that is scaring me is that my battery is still at 0%. I'm praying that this lasts. Normally it starts to kind of charge. Yo, look at that. Wowza. Already just working. This is what I've been trying to get to. And I swear, it is pretty much that easy in most cases. Something weird was going on with this thing. Don't update to Big Sur, which is this one up here. What am I on this? Because this is Catalina. This is High Sierra. And then that is Big Sur. So, I don't know. I had it working with Catalina. Anyway, okay. So this is kind of the usual setup I have. Is I got Overbridge engine running. I got Digitakt here. But then what's great about Overbridge is that I can open up a ton of different audio channels. So let's open up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to open up 8. I'm going to select these 8 and I'm going to just color them this nice beautiful color. And what's cool here is I can say I want to take audio in from an external input, in this case the Digitakt, and where track 1 through 8. Yo, how tight is this? So I'm actually going to do this instead to make my life a little easier. I'm going to just duplicate this track a ton of times, and I'm going to just change this to track 2. And then track 3. You get the idea. So bam, now that I have all of these set up, I can just go ahead and grab all these, group them, and name this DT audio. And if I were to press play on here, okay, so this is, you know what, let me do this actually. Just so you can still hear me properly. These monstrous headphones that are just hilarious, but I cannot hear anything without these anymore. Okay, so what's happening now is if I just delete this, where we have the Overbridge actual app on, that's still running its audio. But what I want to do is I just want to mute that. Or the other way to do this is in your audio routing, what am I routing to the main channel? Right now I'm routing all of these. I just want to turn all of these off. And you're probably wondering, why would you turn those off? Because now we can't hear it. That's routing it to the main output. And you can see here that there's still audio coming through. Listen to this. So what we just done is this track here will handle all the effects. This track here, it's set to off. I'm going to set it to in. And that's track 1. Track 2, track 3, 4, you get the idea. So this, now we're back. And what's cool is I'm pretty sure, let me double check this really quick. If I go to Digitakt, right, okay, so it doesn't work that way. But what I can do is if I wanted to just record the audio of the master, I can say take audio from Digitakt and just leave it at post mixer. Or I can even do pre-effects, post-effects, or post-mixer. I guess I could do pre-effects, and then let's see, if I mute this, and then set this in. Cool, so this is now DT effects. And then the rest is track 1 through whatever. So if I were to go and say, right, I'll take this and I'll just send that to the delay like crazy. You can see that that comes in right there. And then I'll just lower this. So now what's cool here is I'll just close this down so I don't even have to worry about looking at it. It doesn't even need to be record armed. It's just good to go. And then when I jump over to this side, which is where I do most of my tracking, if I go and I grab all these, and then let's just shrink them down a little bit so we can kind of see what's going on. I can then just say, cool, all of these here, and we'll stop. And it's gonna sync up and everything. All that is handled by this plugin here. You just need to make sure that you have sync, clock, and transport going. And once you have all that going, you can just select whatever tracks you want. Boom, hit record, and check out how tight this latency compensation is. All right, so let's say Let's go to another pattern. What else do I got on here? Okay, that is not me. That is not me at all. Oh gosh. What happened to my Digitakt? Why are all my patterns gone? What have I done? Okay, whatever. We'll go back to this one. Because that track was not me. But let's say this track here, we'll go ahead and clear that and just do this. Right? So easy peasy. We go and look at this timing in here. If I go here, zoom in, look at that. What? Look how good that is. That is dead freaking on. You cannot get any better than that. If I go like this, look at that. That is dead on. Even selecting this here is less than a millisecond. So this is why Overbridge is so powerful, because I can take this jam or whatever it was that I just did, and let's set them all to auto. We'll turn these all off, and I can just grab this whole section like this and just duplicate that across. And now if I go like this, I can be like, okay, cool. And of course I would name these accordingly, like kick, clap, hat, and whatnot. I can then say, sweet, I want to start off with no kick, right? And then I want to go into a part where the kick comes in right here. Oh. Okay, so that's actually kind of cool. I recorded a little bit of the last section. So I'm going to just take this new sample. You're basically sampling yourself. Right? You see what I'm saying? Like, you can just start kind of exploring. So let's go ahead and loop this and zoom into here. Cool. But that also kind of recorded it in a weird way. Anyway, you get the idea. I can then just pattern this out, go in and add effects. Like maybe I want to EQ this this kick drum a little bit. We'll do one of these, cut the lows, add a saturator in there, and just bump it up. Oh, that is ugly. Yeah, and then we'll add a compressor and just squash the caca out of this thing. You get the idea. You get to just take a song that you've made on here and then just track it out and have it be just immediately ready to go into a full song without having to worry about tracking things multiple times. And the benefit again of this is, for example, on the older MPCs, sometimes I wouldn't multi-track them, but I would just go out of the stereo output and be like, cool, let me record pattern 1 of just the kick. Mute the kick, unmute the clap, record that, unmute the clap, and then unmute the hi-hat. But the timing and the MIDI jitter and all that stuff started to add up way too much, and it sounded terrible. So being able to track everything, multi-track everything in one go, in one take, while everything is still following the same clock, even if there is any kind of micro jitter, which I haven't experienced with this in Overbridge, you're good to go. So Overbridge, insanely powerful. This setup, insanely simple. I swear it's that easy. I had some issues with this. I don't know, maybe y'all had some experiences, but hopefully this video provided some sort of insight. And lastly, one last thing I'll say is once you got this going and you're set up like this, of course, make sure you get it set up and then you just delete all this audio. I'm going to go and save this. Actually, I'll click here. I want to click here. Slide this over, and I'll go to our system preferences, and under file folder, I'm going to save the current set as our default set. So boom, overwrite the default set, bam. So now every time you turn on Ableton Live, it's going to pop up in the exact same way that you left it. And once you do this, say you start jamming as I did and you forgot to do this, once you save that, you can hit Command Z and it'll bring back everything you deleted, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, okay. Awesome. That's it. Anyway, I appreciate you. Good to see you as always. I'll see you in the next one. And you already know the drill. Share the love. Share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace. This is so whack. So whack. Can I do anything cool with this? No, I cannot. Let's do some weird effects.